Chief Guest, Shri Debi Prasad Mishra, Honorable Cabinet Minister, Industries, Department of School and Mass Education, Government of Odisha, respected Guest of Honor, Shri Priyadarshi Mishra, Member of Legislative Assembly, Bhubaneswar-North, and Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Vishal, IAS, Commissioner cum Secretary, Industries, Chairman cum Managing Director, IDCO, Government of Odisha, respected Chairman Sir, Dr. Bijay Sahu, Trustee Ma'am, Srimati Shilpi Sahu, Principal Sir, Shri Hari Sanduja, Vice Principals, Teachers, Executive Board Members, distinguished delegates, guests, and members of the press and electronic media. A very good morning to you all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our eminent speakers, delegates, and chairpersons from India and abroad. We're indeed honored to have you here with us. The 500 national and international delegates, including the extremely capable and reputed executive board, will add significantly to the international dimensions by addressing some of the most pressing issues close to our hearts. It gives me great pride to be standing in front of you as the Secretary General of the second edition of SAI-MUN, Eastern India's largest school-level MUN.
We are happy to launch the second edition of SAI International Model United Nations, a registered event of United Nations. We are extremely happy to have about 40 delegates from about 15 countries as far as Egypt, Russia, Morocco, China, Japan are represented here. We have delegates from about 20-25 schools across the country, about 450 of them. The very purpose of this United Nations, Model United Nations, is to discuss on the various global issues which concern humanity and world understanding and peace, along with trade and commerce and how to develop economies.
We cannot settle the scores with only fights and physical fights. We can settle whatever we have as differences with verbal debates, and that is the best way, and I think the world has to progress to that. Otherwise, the issues which are there, like in Syria, like in Somalia and other countries in the world, they are definitely going to be dangerous for the rest of the humanity. So it is important that we teach in the schools to our children how to debate and settle the scores so that we actually have the true democracy in the nation and in the world. Then only this is possible. Otherwise, it is not possible at all. SAI International School is one of the very few schools in India who has been accredited by the Quality Council of India for following the standard operating processes which are well meant for the school, and it has passed over the benchmark standards as set by none other than our former President Shri Abdul Kalam.
Today, the diplomacy runs around in so many issues, the racial conflicts. You have seen wars in your countries also, and the terrorism. So how to combat it? So how to propagate that to become, how to these students who should be truly become global citizens are propagating this theory which is even relevant today, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. How to attain knowledge, how to gather intelligence, and at the same time, gathering intelligence is not enough. How to acquire or nurture the intellect within you. That is the prime goal of any institution, who are the schools are basically the factories to evolve the human beings of the future, the global citizens of the future.
The learning that you will get in these 3 days will be a lifetime learning, I assure you. And get involved, be involved and participate. Then you'll see what change you are bringing to yourself and what resolutions you are moving in your various committees. The planning of the committees has been done exceedingly well planned, and you will have a lot of ideas and cross ideas, arguments and cross arguments, but all in the developmental way.
The theme is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one world, one family. It couldn't be more relevant at this point in time. For the last so many years, we've been talking about the world shrinking, the world becoming a global village, about geographical boundaries between countries losing meaning. And yet, we see a very ironical situation wherein there are insurgencies, there is war, there is terrorism across different areas. There is civil war in many countries in Africa. We know what has been happening in Ukraine. We have seen the fights in Syria. So it's on one hand, we have the world shrinking, the world becoming small, geographical boundaries losing meaning. And on the other hand, we have fights between countries and even within countries. It's a very strange and a very complex situation, difficult to comprehend.
It is delighting to know that for the consecutive second year, the SAIMUN is being held, and the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one world, one family, is being really celebrated here. So I'm especially delighted with the initiative taken by SAI International School since its inception to organize so many programs, and this is one among the very honorable programs to be organized here. So I'm also very happy to know that this, particularly this school and this area comes under my constituency, and this is one of the best schools in India, and it has ranked number 8 in the country, apart from receiving number 1 school rank in the parental involvement category.
फोरम जहाँद्वारा कि आमको पिला ग्लोबल इश्यूज कथबार्ता हाँपाई यूएन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल इश्यू है इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट कथा जो WTO रिजिम आसी आम ट्रेड बैरियर्स कौन अच्छी से विषय कथा ये सब विषय अवधारणा एवं जो इश्यूज जो कन्फ्लिक्ट हो कन्फ्लिक्ट जीव केमी तेणु आम कंट्री कंट्री सारा पृथ्वी जो गाँ होती तेणु ये सब विषय से ट्रू ग्लोबल सिटीजन है गोटे सोसाइटी ट्रूली वसुधैव कुटुंबकम जीव ताहले ये कन्फ्लिक्ट
SAIMUN बा यूएन जनरल असेंबली रो जो शिक्षण कार्यक्रम एथिरे पिला माने निश्चित भाव में बहुत किसी शिखिबे तकर डेलीगेट्स मानकर एक्सचेंजेस हबो आइडियाज एवं से माने समस्त चाहिए जे विभिन्न कंट्री विभिन्न देश मध्य से मानकर जो विभिन्न डेलीगेट्स आछंती तांकर कल्चर तांकर एजुकेशन सब सिस्टम विषय से माने जानिबे एवं यह गोटे विश्व बंधुत्व सृष्टि करिवो एवं ये जो युवा बंधु माने अछंती छात्र माने से माने आगामी दिन में विश्व रे नेतृत्व नबार एठारे तांकर लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज डेवलप हबो.
The fact that you've been able to get students not just from your school but from other schools in the state and even from about 15 odd countries, I think that in itself is a great achievement, and the fact that all of them are going to be together at a single platform talking about various problems, various issues that the world faces, discussing, learning, trying to find out solution. I think it's a wonderful opportunity to learn, to discuss, to get a great exposure, and I'm sure it's going to be a very enriching experience for everybody who's involved.
I now take the privilege of introducing our international delegates to our esteemed guests.
will speak about culture and economic and everything about Egypt and Germany and the problem in these countries and how we find solution to this.
In India, I realized international project tries with helping poor people, with supporting empowerment women and other poor children. And about the school, I think it's a very great opportunity to communicate with other people around the world.
I declare SAI International School Model United Nations 2014 open.
May I now request everyone to please stand up for the national anthem.